get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense has the ball first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They believe they can run right here, finding open areas. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Leads it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing it. of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
So now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit. But they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Williams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence.
There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Trying to run, it's Williams. Can't get him to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. With the run on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Big fella moving. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Young. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Richardson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Prime play action. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw again. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense there, taking away all possible throws by the QB. There was simply nowhere for him to go with it there on third down, so he had to throw it away.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That brings him to within one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it to him on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They tried to smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Collier. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics.
Oh, out of space. At the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll go back to the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Marsh. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Spartans will have it first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Voorhees. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the lone back. He's past the 30. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Sparty! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Richardson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got some room.